In a city renowned for its statues and sculptures, appropriately, a fountain graces the middle of the city center. Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome to this edition of Borders on Budgets. On this episode, we're in Skopje, North Macedonia, where from the stone bridge, we will walk through the downtown to get to the top of a local mountain and the famed Millennium Cross. Long distance hikes, but having a monkey steal from my camera bag. A kayak with an inexperienced kayaker. Borders on Budgets. Skopje's history, both medieval and contemporary, is immediately on display along the banks of the Vodno River. This is the 15th century stone bridge, and that leads to the 12th century bazaar. If the centuries-old history of Skopje and the Macedonian region is on one side of the bridge, immediately on the other is the 21st century history of Skopje. For political reasons, Greece did not want the country of then Macedonia to name its statue Alexander the Great. Hence, warrior on the horse, as boring as that may be. Also at the same time, Greece did not want then Macedonia to have the name Macedonia. So in September 2018, citizens of this country elected to change the name of the country to North Macedonia. For those wondering why it is called North Macedonia. If the country has changed its name, it still remains as Macedonia Square, and this is Macedonia Street. Macedonia Street, too, has changed its name several times over the years, depending on which empire, occupying power, or country is in control of Skopje. Along Ulitsa Macedonia is Mother Teresa House, for it is in Skopje in 1910 where this saint was born. Before leaving the city center, at the end of Ulitsa Macedonia, there's a clock that's frozen in time. In July 1963, a massive earthquake registering 6 on the Richter scale destroyed over 3/4 of Skopje, including the city's railway station. As a testament to the destruction, the old railway station has remained, and the clock shows 5:17 in the morning when the earthquake struck. Before it was Ulitsa Macedonia, the street was known as Ulitsa Marshal Tito, which means this street sign hasn't been changed in 30 years since Macedonia had been under the rule of Yugoslavia before that country's breakup in 1991. Conveniently, at the trail's path, there are signs in English and Cyrillic showing the routes to the top of Vodno. This is a thirsty, but probably happy dog. That is excellent, excellent water.
Нешта, ама јас од дечки бе почу они сакаат горе.
What a gorgeous view of Skopje. And I'm just going to zoom in here on the houses with the red roofs. And
this would be the old bazaar, the old city dating back to the 12th century. Hey, big dog. From that big dog to this big bug, I like its copper plating on its back. Someone said my deep breathing was a good way to control my heartbeat, and I replied that I think it's my heartbeat that is controlling me. At the halfway point of the climb, there is another spring in which to fill up a drinking bottle. Okay, this spring is untested. Let's give it a go. I don't know about its quality, but boy, it is cold. There are several trails to get to the top. This is the Olympic Trail, 2 kilometers and approximately 1 hour. So overall, this is an elevation gain of over 700 meters, and the cross overlooks the city at an altitude of 1,067 meters. As the salt from the sweat pierces through my eyes, when looking through these elevated power lines, we can see where we started. That museum with the pillars, that's the Archaeological Museum, and to its left, that is the stone bridge. Well, as the sun peeks over the mountaintop, my intuition tells me we're getting close, and sure enough, there it is, the Millennium Cross. Signage has been excellent on this trail, and 10 minutes to go to the top, and looking at the angle of this sign, yeah, it'll be an arduous 10 minutes. That was a quick final ascent, and here is the reward. Built in the style of the Eiffel Tower, the Millennium Cross, at 66 meters, is the world's 3rd largest cross. Erected in 2009, the cross was one of these statues and sculptures throughout Skopje, numbering several hundred, though it didn't come without controversy, because here in North Macedonia, while 60% of the population is Christian, specifically Eastern Orthodox, another third are Muslims, and yes, the cross did act as a wedge between the two populations. This has been another edition of Borders on Budgets. A reminder, Borders on Budgets, local people, natural sounds, not a lot of money. From atop Skopje, North Macedonia, thank you very much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. And they've got stop in English. Oh, okay. Well, he didn't stop. And the crossing looks safe. Okay, not bad. I'm a little too lazy to add the sun gun. It was a great 3 hours.